What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to the final episode of Season 1 of Regular Show's Nonstop Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
Those of you familiar with this brand of the show know we don't like to mince words, we like to jump straight in. So with that in mind, Rick, what are we doing today, buddy?
It's Regular Show, Season 1, Episode 12, Mordecai and the Rigbys. 3, 2, 1, and go.
So time travel's already been established as a theme, and you will see that once again it plays a big part in this episode.
Yeah.
So, legally not drinking alcohol, it's soda pop, but they're clearly drunk.
Yeah, legally Coke, yeah. And they're blackout sugar crash.
That's an awful name. Why would you have brown in your logo?
Oh, yeah.
This is always a thing in a show, isn't it? Where like they always play it up as if women will automatically find you 10 times more attractive if you say you're in a band, and it's just like, I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, I think it's more a case of like being attracted to someone who shows that they're in some way creative. But this is also normally a trope popularized by people who are creators. Whether you're like writers or animators or whatever.
Don't get me wrong, I can totally understand wanting to fuck a frontman of a band. Because they're usually attractive people anyway. But, just by the fact that you're in a band doesn't automatically make you attractive to everyone you meet.
Yeah.
That is also already an uphill battle by the fact that your band only has 2 people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it means you're going to have a drum machine. How to be a musician with Sir Geoffrey.
Music Ian. With Ian Music.
Look, I'm just saying it right now, it's also not a good shirt.
Yeah. Musician. A gentleman musician.
Like, for real though, rush your nuts.
Oh yeah. If you got scratchy bollocks, then wash your pits.
That's such a terrible fucking idea they just had. Did he just say a harmonica can be tapped?
Apparently.
Oh, no. I fucking hate shit like that, even though I know it's a cartoon, but it's like...
Yeah, the thing that should make everybody die is the thing that makes magic happen.
But no, I just don't like seeing the visual of fucking liquids hitting electrics, and I don't... I know I'm not the best when it comes to extension cords, but fuck, I'm better than that.
Yep.
I wanna rock! Now, despite a bass and a guitar both being played at the same time, all you could hear was a sick guitar solo.
Yeah.
Fuck having that as your tail.
British Mordecai.
Well, yeah, he's dressed like a beetle, don't you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Cute, it's fucking douchey is what it is.
Armpit shark.
I've never even thought of having a tattoo on my armpit, but I can't imagine it's comfortable.
Oh yeah, it's one of the most tender parts of your body.
You're gonna need a montage. It's such a good South Park bit, and it's all I can think of whenever you see shit like this.
Even Rocky had a montage.
What is it? I think one of the line is just straight up fucking showing yourself getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
That was a lot of mentions of the word eyes.
Yeah, your eyes staring into my eyes. I didn't read any further than that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't on screen for long enough, and I can't pause it while we're doing the non-stop.
Unfortunately, they haven't practiced with a real guitar.
Oh, you've seen the fatal flaw in their plan. But it's just like Mr. Miyagi. All you need to do is go through the motions.
Yeah, just play air guitar, and the actual musicians will play over the sound system.
They did that at the Beijing Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay, I absolutely love the fact that Benson is salty here, because later on you find out that Benson is a really talented musician. And that's why he's pissed, and retrospectively it's so cool to see that even this, he's like fucking pissed off about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mordecai gets the horn again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to put the flaw in anyone's plan here, but again, Margaret bending over like that, like if you were behind her, you would see fucking cloaca.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to talk about cloaca today.
It's the pick of destiny.
Is that where they get possessed by British ghosts or something?
Oh, that'd be funny. No, the real reason is a lot lamer. Just start playing Paranoid. They both appear to be playing guitars, which is a very odd choice for a band.
Yeah, dueling guitars.
No one questions the fact that there are other instruments in the song.
Yeah, like the drum.
God damn, man. Like, you see it all the time with live musicians, but yeah, fucking sweating.
Mm.
Dun dun dun.
It's possessed.
No, it's what all shit musicians do.
Yeah.
That's what all shit people do in general, man. There's loads of people who cheat at having skill by just doing that, you know?
Yeah, totally.
I remember fucking, you know Robbie Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lip syncs during concerts, and everyone's like, why do you do this? And it's like, oh, well, I'm nervous and my voice isn't at 100%. And it's like, yeah, that's not a fucking excuse. People are paying you a fortune. I believe he got better at it when as he got older. He started actually singing live, but like I don't fucking follow Robbie Williams. I don't know.
Oh, my cousin roadies for him.
Fair enough. So it's like this is like the equivalent of like, yeah, we've got 2,000 subscribers, but 1,900 of them are bots.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, we can just pay for bots to follow our channel, but what's the fucking point? I want to entertain people, and this is just stroking my ego.
Yeah, I mean that does mean that you've got if you got 19,000 and 20,000 and 19,000 are bots, then it does mean you do have 1,000 real subs.
But that's also why I used incredibly low numbers. I said 2,000 and 1,900.
Yeah. Well, even then, 100 is more than we have.
Yeah, but not by much, Rick.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey man, masturbation's free.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Always makes you happy, always free. You know, as long as you don't make too much of a mess.
It's really not difficult to not make a mess. Like, only animals and idiots make a mess.
Yeah, you just got to point it the right direction.
Let's Rick, what do you think of the episode?
It was decent. It didn't feel like a season finale, but you know that's fine.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense when you realise what the Cartoon Network ethos was at the time, and regular show is definitely a good show to point to because it gets better with having an actual plot later on.
Yeah, totally. Almost as if all the showrunners were doing the same thing of pulling a fast one on Cartoon Network.
Because they had to, man. And again,
Yeah.
this was a golden age for cartoons because I believe this. I don't think Steven Universe came from the same studio, but this Adventure Time and I want to say Gumball as well came out from the European studio that they just booted up.
Sure.
Or not a studio, but a network. I really can't remember the technical term, but there was a bunch of shows that basically sprung. It's the studio they recently closed down because they were like, it's no point in keeping it. But yeah, it's just they need to give more weird cartoons a chance. That's all I'm saying. And like, if you watched the first episode of Adventure Time and didn't think, wow, this is fucking weird, then something wrong with you.
But yeah, it was decent. What do you think?
It was a fun episode. Again, this episode used to get played a lot, and I can see why. It's a self-contained plot. You don't need to know anything about the world. It was entertaining, and again, it involves a bit of time travel, which a bit of foreshadowing in a sense, because time travel is a big plot point in the regular show, surprisingly often.
Yeah, totally.
And so yeah, you got that to look forward to. That being said, let's get down to brass tacks. Rick, do you have a favourite moment?
The montage. We were riffing a bit on the idea of montage, and the montage is fun, but yeah, it's also the point where I pointed out, oh yeah, they've not learned how to play the guitar, and then they pointed out that they haven't learned how to play the guitar in voice.
Yeah, man. But here's the thing, even if they did try to teach them how to play an instrument, it takes more than a day.
Oh yeah, totally.
Unless you are incredibly naturally gifted, but that is a rarity.
I think the only thing you can learn to play in a day is bongo if you already have rhythm.
I suppose, but I don't know.
And that's about it. But yeah, I think anything more complex than one bongo is beyond a lot of people's ability to pick up in a day. But yes, do you have a favourite moment?
Yeah, my favourite moment is the kick in the teeth of Mordecai, where Mordecai's motivation for this was entirely wrong in the first place.
Totally.
He wanted to woo Margaret. And you think, well, that's a pretty shallow reason, but then you get to the end of the episode and Margaret proves Mordecai right by having a date with the other musician just because he's a musician.
Yeah, totally.
So, it's one of those really weird paradoxes where, I'm bitching about the fact that you don't automatically become more attractive because you're a musician, but, in this show, Margaret bases a lot of her dates on, oh, this person's this.
Yeah. What the person is rather than who they are. Exactly.
Not to give Mordecai a pass, because Mordecai, again, approaches his relationships, especially with Margaret, in the entirely wrong way.
Yeah, totally.
But that being said, when the evidence is pointed towards the fact that, no, this is what Margaret looks for in a partner, then of course he's going to try and do that sort of thing. It's just stupid.
Yeah, it's a weird fun one where you can kind of see the makings of the alternate reality show where you follow Margaret rather than Mordecai and Rigby. That she would also get up to stupid hijinks because she's also a flawed person.
Maybe. It's weird. Here's the thing, is Margaret never gets much of a character outside of Mordecai wants to fuck her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even when she's the focus point of episodes, it's like she's never interesting.
She's an object of desire, not a real character.
Yeah, I mean, you get glimpses, but like even her friend is more of a character than she is, and she doesn't even show up in season 1.
Sure.
But yeah, anyway, I digress. Rick, let's get adding to the board. Who's your MVP?
On a technicality, I think it actually is Margaret today, in that she's the reason that they went through with the episode. And she bookends both the need to become musicians and the reason to give up on being musicians. In that, because you weren't instantly awesome at it, and that they didn't, because he didn't get the girl, there's no reason to keep doing the thing.
Yeah, but then also proving that if he did do the thing, that he probably would have got the girl, because Margaret's a bit of a... Yeah.
But yeah, how about you? Who's going to be your MVP this time round? The final one of season 1.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Mordecai because he acknowledged that it was wrong. And here's the thing, is he's the one who discovered that they were lip-singing in the first place. Given how ready Rigby was to roll the decision, I have no doubt that Rigby is also, of a similar mind. But at the end of the day, it's Mordecai who was like, this is wrong. He made the speech. And he obviously instantly regretted it, but he did roll with the consequences of not being able to fuck Margaret yet.
Yeah, totally.
And on that bombshell, that does it for regular show season 1. It's very quick, but don't worry, season 2 is around the corner, and that one is twice as long, and we've got like 6 more seasons. So, join us again next week where we'll do our retro, where we'll analyse our MVP givings out and have a look at that board in its full and entirety. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again next week.
Bye, everybody.